Now, thank you so much for coming around, Niyi. Let's have an understanding of what actually caused that accident.
Thank you for having me, Leighton. So, as we would usually have it for most of these articulated trucks, this time is not any different. Mechanical issues, as the case will be, and as eyewitnesses have said it, the truck lost control after having brake failure over the bridge, and in maneuver tried to, stop or halt the truck, as the case would be, but he could not. The eyewitness say the truck was hanging over the bridge for about a minute before it eventually fell. Luckily, the minibus driver that saw the truck ahead and, of course, fled his minibus noted that he had just released his passengers few meters away from there. This will have been a disaster because we know how choked a minibus could be, and before everyone starts running for safety from a minibus, we would have been talking about fatalities here. And that's why in this case we don't have any sort of fatalities, as the case would be.
Well, that's quite serious. I hope there are no casualties.
Not at all, not at all, not at all. Just the driver, the truck driver himself, sustained some sort of dislocation, and he has been rushed to the nearest hospital, I believe, Ilekpo Hospital, just around Agege there, according to eyewitnesses.
Now, I understand that the incident was clocked in by the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority around 8:37 a.m. I would like to, let's stay on this. When we go on the break and we come back, you tell us if the situation had actually been dealt with and if that particular truck had been taken off the road. But then when we go on the break and return, we'll conclude on this. Well, before going on that break, we talked about the truck that fell off the Penn Cinema flyover bridge in the Agege axis of Lagos State. Well, that is the conversation that we're bringing to perspective at this particular time, even as we have our news correspondent, Niyi Omoniyi, share the details with us. Now, Niyi, as I was saying earlier, this particular incident was clocked in around 8:37 a.m. as the truck being lifted from the road to ease traffic as of now.
Yeah, the truck served as also a container, so it had some things in it. And as at the time we were leaving, yes, the truck had been evacuated. However, what it contained, the content of the truck was moved to a side of the road so as to ease traffic situation. And it's good to state on record here that one minibus was actually what was really affected. The other minibus escaped without any form of clash or crash, if I could put it that way. But you can see it's just one minibus we saw there at the time, totally affected, damaged by the collision, or I could say the drop, the crash from the bridge, because from the visuals you can tell how high that particular bridge is. That fall is a very, very big fall, and those are the visuals there.
Wow.
The Lagos State Management Authority, the response units were the first responders on ground, and they did their best to try to salvage the situation, clear the goods, as you can see over there. And some people, bystanders, the police was also on ground to help them evacuate the thing and make sure that there's ease of traffic. And that's the truck that the driver was actually driving at the time. So you can see the fall, the impact from that particular height. His hands were certainly the ones that were majorly hit, and that's why there was some sort of dislocation and his folder. But of course, he has been rushed to the general hospital close by there, and hopefully he is safe. But as for now, that's the situation, and this brings to the four major incidents that we speak about as regards mechanical failures when we have to do with articulated trucks. We know there was one that happened around the Tedela Bridge, was also caused by mechanical failure of articulated trucks. And I think it's high time the governments at both the states and federal level starts doing something very, very drastic. It's imperative for us to do something at this point.
And of course, it brings to the fore the claim or the clamor for the roadworthiness test for these trucks, and for the fact that they should move in the middle of the night to actually avoid casualties. But then thank you so much, Niyi Omoniyi, for sharing these updates with us.
Thank you for having me.